So, hello fellow coin collectors, how you going? And in today's video, I actually really haven't decided what I'm going to say, but I'm just going to talk anyway. So, the first thing I want to mention is that there has been a lot of speculation that the 2019 coins are actually going to be a low mintage. Well, basically, we're not too sure what is going to happen. So I would recommend you keep all 2019, 2020 coins until the actual mintage is finalised. Most of the mintage figures will come out at the end of this year, but the mint has been known to actually also have some production of coins in the next year, so 2021. They could actually be still minting some 2019 coins, or maybe they've already minted them, but they forgot to actually include them in the previous reports. Anyway, if you look at the previous mint report, you'll actually see that. So, if we look at the demand, so this is a circulating coin purchases from the mint by external parties, so mainly banks. And what we want to look at is the 2005 to 2019. So all these years that I've got listed, because the previous ones to this go in 10-year lots, so they actually skews it. But if we look, we have 5 cents, the 1 cent and 2 cents stopped in 91, and they're included in 85, 95. Then we've got 95, 05, so we don't want to use those. So we've got 5, 10, 20, 50, $1 and $2. And if we go down to 95, 96, you can see for the 5 cent there's been 10 million coins, 880 ordered from the mint. And if you go down, the next year's got nearly 7 million, then nearly 5, 6, 5.8, 4.5, nearly 4.4, 3.9, 3.8, 2.5, 2.6, 1.5, 1.5. You can quite clearly that the last, and then oh sorry, forgot the bottom one. Then we have quite a dramatic increase. We've got 37,200,000 coins were actually of the 5 cent were actually acquired. So as there's been a decrease, there's always a dramatic increase. I'm not too sure why that is. So the mintages haven't actually been that low, but you can see that the demand has actually picked up. So if we look at the 10 cent, you got the same. You got 12 million, it goes down to 2 million, and then there is an uptake of 11,200,000. So that means that there has been an increase in demand in 2019. Go away, TikTok. And then we have the 20 cent from 18.4 million to 960,000 were ordered 2018, 2019. And it'll be interesting to see the end of this year if there is actually an increase. I don't expect there will be. I expect that there would have been an increase in the last part of last year, but for the first part of this year, it just would have been a dramatic decline. If we look at the 50 cent, it's declined from 23,880,000 to 5 million. So that's also a dramatic drop. I don't expect that to actually improve. If we look at the actual $1, it's gone from 30 million, 800,000, 0506 to 1.5 million last year. So that hasn't actually had a dramatic decrease over the time period. So still in 2015-16, it was 33 million. That's more. But then we have a dramatic decrease last year. And the $2 really hasn't had a dramatic decrease except for last financial year. So it went from 73.4 million were ordered coins down to 1.9 million. So I reckon that the decrease in coins of the 20, 50 cent, $1 and $2 will keep going, and the 18, 19 increasing in 5 and 10 cent is probably just a once off, and this financial year you'll probably get a decrease, especially since the mint says the last 6 months, 7 months has been virtually no orders from the mint for coins. So why is this? Well, obviously we have the coronavirus that has shot a lot of businesses, so people are not using coinage in those businesses. They're actually buying online, which you can't actually use banknotes and coins. You have to pay electronically, and that's where the second thing comes in. Electronic payments have actually increased substantially. The Royal Reserve Bank actually done a paper saying stop drop from, I think it was like 70% in 2007 to about 20 to 25% now. That would have decreased definitely because of coronavirus. And also because, did I say two? So the coronavirus, the electronic payments, and also the government's probably going to bring in a cash ban. It's going to make it 10,000, then they're just going to decrease it. So, and also because of coronavirus, people think money is dirty. So when places open up, people probably just will not go back to using cash. Like I myself, I'm guilty of that, definitely. So if we look at how many coins are actually minted, you can see there are. So we've got 2018 in this one. 2019 you've got the two. So you've got Jody Clark and the IRB. And as you can see, the IRB has a higher mintage for the 5 cent. 16,818,000 compared to 292,000 for the Jody Clark. And we've got the 10 cent. So if you see in this report, you see the 10 cent coin has 2017. And that's what I was talking about before. The mint sometimes mints coins from 2 years ago. So in 2017, so in 2018-19, they actually minted coins, or maybe they forgot to actually put this in the annual report, 7.5 million 10 cent coins. So that means that they minted them about 2 years after the actual date, or maybe 1.5. Okay. Yeah. 2019 standard Jody Clark. So definitely the Jody Clark in the first part of last year was actually low. Standard was also low, and I don't really see many 2019 coins at all. Then we got the 20 cent, 8,372,000 standard, and only 150,000 Jody Clark. So they're all pretty low. If we look at the 50 cent, 2019, looks like 2018 15 cent was all minted in the first half of the year. So 2019, Jody Clark 14,000 standard, 224,000. Indigenous languages 2 million. I haven't seen any of those in circulation either. So then we got the $1 coin. Obviously you got 2017 in here. And you also got, so that's half year to 1.5 years. I've got to get rid of those notifications. So that's why I actually get rid of notifications and unding the bell, because it actually interferes with what I'm doing. So the 2019 Jody Clark, 475,000. Standard 1,622,000. So the IRB is higher. And lest we forget, Eternal Flame 2 million, Invictus Games 2 million, Armistice 1.6 million. So we're not talking about those $2 today. Okay, so we got the Standard 2018 8 million, Jody Clark 2019 75,000, Standard 470,000. So it'll be interesting to see which one is actually going to come out on top, the Jody Clark or the Standard. When the mint report comes out, I will actually give you an update because it will be interesting. And while we're here, have a look, see what else the mint's actually minted. Oh look, they also mint some coins from the Pacific. So we've got Papua New Guinea, the 5, 10 and 50 Toa 2018. We have Tongan Coins 2018, frozen date 2015. So that is the 20 and 50 Seniti. Vanuatu is also a frozen date. So if you go to Vanuatu, then these coins of the 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 will be a frozen date, and they actually use them over the long term. A few countries have actually had frozen dates. So the first Tunisian coins, 1960, were frozen date until the 80s. Who else? God. It's a little bit hard because a lot of these places that mint coins actually don't keep their mintage figures, and so it's hard to know if the coin was minted in a large batch at one go, or if they're minted in small batches with frozen dates over a few years that they're actually in circulation. So I'll leave the video here. I hope this gives you some thought on what coins that are in circulation will be worth keeping. So definitely keep all 2008, 19 and 20 coins. Any 10 cent from 2018 as well. And thank you very much for watching my video. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.